Welcome, creators. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. Just know that this is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages are going to resonate with everybody, and that's okay. Just take what fits and leave the rest. If you want to support the channel or continue supporting the channel, like, share, comment, and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're interested in a one-on-one with me, please go to 888andcreate.com to book your session. Just know when the camera was off, I've done all the things, and now that the camera is on, I'm ready to get down to business. So, the energies I feel like I'm working with today, I am speaking to those in the collective. I feel like that here's an opportunity for you to paint a picture, or you're going to have to have, and in this case, because I feel like for some there's some legal aspects to what is going on. Okay, so let's get the bigger picture right here. So let's just say that this is the jury that you are having to convince of something, and that something is more about your character, or having to explain more who you are or about you or something like that. So this doesn't have to be legal, but I'm just giving it for an example, since I do feel like that there is some cards that could be representing a legal matter in itself. So I feel like in this instance, though, when you're painting this picture, that you're more on have to be on the defensive side, because somebody is like deciding your fate here. Okay. There is some upper authority type energy, so you may be having some issues with authority, or this could be like the judge in the matter, if this is a legal case. I feel like you have been going back and forth with somebody, okay, and so presenting your case, however this relates to you, again, it doesn't have to be legal, just wherever you have to present your case to an audience, or something like that, right? So say it's a job and this is HR and you have to present your case. You got to give them some evidence, but this does affect your wealth some type of way, your money some type of way. But all I know is that somebody's whole goal is to interfere with what you got or what you got going on. This is their attempt. This is why you're here. Okay, they're trying to interfere with your lifestyle some type of way, your money some type of way, your well-being some type of way, depending on what you say or what evidence you bring, okay, on how well that your attorney or whoever is representing you, a mediator or something of that nature, it could be a family member. However, this could be even with family. You having to explain yourself with a bunch of your family members. Put it how it fits, if it fits. Okay, so there is a person of authority here who's going to decide off of what they hear. Somebody has a lot of information, a wealth of information on you, okay? This could be somebody that you confide in, that you go to all the time, that you tell a lot to. And for some, this could be an actual therapist. This is a therapist card. This is somebody who listens to you, or you give them information. And or that person that you've been giving this information to went back, disclose some of what you told, and here you are in this situation having to defend yourself, okay, and feel like you're put in a position to where you can be judged, and somebody is deciding this faith based off of deciding your faith based off of what this information is, or what has been gathered, what has been discussed. Okay, again, at the end of the day, this is to interfere with your life some type of way. This person is also adding to the big picture. This person could have, they could be lying on you, right? Or they could be put in this position because they do know everything, and what they're saying, how they're painting this picture, is not a very good one, because the whole end game is to put you in a worse position than the one that you're in now. For some, okay, if this is a legal matter, the whole goal is to get you locked up, to have you do time, or to have you on parole, that type of situation, okay? So just know that yes, it feels like some kind of spat, disagreement, argument, something happened to trigger all of this, and here we are. So let's clarify and confirm. All I know is you better bring out them receipts because that may be what your person who's defending you can use to get you out of this situation. Or you can show the receipts on how messy this other person is, or how they're not credible, or something like that. This has everything to do with credibility and how you look to how you look to everybody. Sorry. All right, what are these messages for the collective now? We got to get to the end of this. Some of what you're going through. And we got the judgment again. So, oh, we got judgment. How do I want to put this? Some of you guys may be put in a situation where if you do lose this, you may have to move, or you could be fighting for, to stay where you are. But the implications of this can have something to do with you having to leave where you currently are. If it's a job, you may have to leave and go to another job, something of that nature. But I feel like that, some things can be the deciding factor on if you have to move forward somewhere else. And that might just be the best anyway. After all of this goes down, and after what you had to go through and prove yourself and show receipts, it might just be best for you to go on about your business and go elsewhere. But you got to prove all of this stuff first. Somebody could be facing the fact that they may, if they can't prove what they're needing to prove, you might be facing losing a home or something of that nature. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah. We just need one more here. Okay. So 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of that deck. People are definitely working together to try to make this thing work out the way that they want to. Whomever is working against you, and all of those that you do have to convince. They working together. Okay. This is definitely about what all can be lost. Okay. So what's on the chopping block, or what's up on in the forefront, or what this fight is all about, is what could be lost. Okay. I feel like that as soon as you got word, or as soon as you got the summons, as soon as you got the notification, whatever the case may be, this put you in a really bad place where you spent a lot of time by yourself. You was trying to figure out how you got here. You know what I'm saying? But it was because somebody opened up their mouth. Okay. Somebody was intentionally trying to stop your growth, your development. You getting more, you gaining more, you getting promoted, things of that nature. Okay. But this is to put a dent in your pocket, to hurt your pockets some type of way. To stop your plans, to keep you from moving forward. So basically, to have this win, 3 of Cups, to have this win, you are going to have to come up with, are you either going to have to disclose what you wasn't willing to disclose before, And then it's going to be a battle of who has the most damning information, right? To, in so many words, get the win. I feel like that what needs to take place may be beneath you on how you have to play this hand that you've been dealt. I'm hearing fight fire with fire. I just feel like if you keep it classy and keep it cute, that might hurt you more than it'll help you. This is somebody who has to go all out as if your life is on the line to do whatever it takes to make sure you don't lose what it is that they're going after. That's what it feels like. I feel like that they're not being truthful, that they'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll steal, they'll do all of those things to try to make you look the way that they want you to look in front of this person who's making this decision. And they not looking at the fact that this may not work out how they're planning it. They're so confident in the fact that they know that they got so much and that there's no outcome but you ending up on the bad side of this. Okay. So, but I don't feel like you have to end up on the bad side of this. It really is how you gonna play this, right? So, yeah, yeah. On top of all of the things that's going on, the possible having to move from one place to another, all of the things going with potential loss, stress, losing sleep, that type of stuff. Even the isolation or feeling isolated, because this whole situation got you feeling real isolated, like you're all in this by yourself, like you don't have nobody to count on. So, you know, do what you got to do, keep your head up, stay strong. I just really feel like the energy is don't let them win, don't go down without a fight, that type of energy. Let's close this on out with the final messages. It is a lot of it's a lot of information that you do know, and it's a lot of information that you can give whoever it is to defend you or on your side, or the one person that can speak on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of knowing here. It's just whether or not you're gonna let them use it to help you, right? It's a lot at stake. It's a lot at stake. Share the love. Share the love. But in the details of this heart has sorry, I'm trying to get an angle on it, but it has a crack in it, right? I feel like that because you have to go through this and the people who are involved, it's disappointing. It's heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? You would rather lead with love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said if you're willing to fight dirty like them, because it's not your character. It's not of you, right? You would rather lead with love. You're tired of all the heartache. You're tired of all the disappointment. You're tired of somebody always having to take a loss, right? So if if you wouldn't have to, you wouldn't. And this speaks to your character, right? You're such a loving, caring person, a sympathetic and empathetic person. But the people that you're up against, they're not that same way. So that's where you're going to have to choose. Work your magic. Manifest. Work your magic on this one. If you have it in you, and if you gonna fight what you, work your magic on this. Pull all the stops. Do what you gotta do. That's the energy. And if you do that, you have a fighting chance. Instead of just letting it be up to them to show an inkling of sympathy or something, they not gonna do it. They not gonna do it. Whoever this is not gonna do it. They not gonna stop until you are out of there. We got a lot of threes down here. Just breathe. Okay. Taking it all in, per se. Taking it all in, using your head, using those receipts. Don't forget the details. Come prepared and ready. If you have to have notes, have them notes so you don't forget the little things that's going to mean a lot. All that, right? So don't forget to not let this override your nervous system and things of that nature. You got this. You can have this. Just, I feel like in these times, you're going to have to cut your emotions off, and you don't want to be emotional at this time. You're going to have to keep it all together, pretty much. This is what this is saying. You're going to have to. So, whatever you have to do to keep it together, you're going to have to keep it together. You can't show any weakness and you can't show any fear. All right. In this fight, you can't show no weakness and you can't show no fear. This Three of Cups, there's this saying that you can definitely win. This is an opportunity that you can be celebrating a win. But you're going to have to keep it all together, and you're going to have to remove those emotions when it comes to you to represent yourself or say what you got to say, or, present the information. One last message. One last. Think of all the things. This is a sacrifice card. Think of all the things that you have sacrificed. And it's another 3. 12, 2 and 1 is 3. Think of all the things that you sacrificed to get where you are. The bottom of the deck is the throat chakra. You definitely going to have to say the things that you don't want to say. You're going to have to present the facts, and you're going to have to show them receipts. That's the only way that you are going to win, because you got a lot to lose. This sacrifice, you have a lot to lose. Are you willing to sacrifice everything just because of some stuff that you don't want to say, which is the truth? Now, this is not nothing you making up, but this is not nothing you're lying about. Just because the truth is going to hurt the other people more than it's going to hurt the situation that you're in, or getting yourself out of this situation. So that is the message. I know you got this, friend. I know you can do this. Just do what you got to do to protect yourself and to be ready and to stay on top of this, and you're going to be just fine. All right, now, until next time, I love you.